Peace, family. I am ChiVital, aka King Chi, and I am back with another tool for your toolkits and how to create your lives. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I put this very controversial title in public view because I stand by this. And by the time we're finished, even if this title threw you off, whoever's scrolling by, even if this title threw you off, if you stick around, you are going to understand, and you will have to debate me if you really want to. You can, but it's kind of like super obvious that it's true. So I'll wait for you all to tune in. Let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. Some folks, they are saying that the sound or their ability to see me or get the information is glitching out. I don't know what that's about, but y'all keep me on point here. All right? Cuz I would hate to be like giving out this premium stream of information and not capture it for the audience. All right. Peace, Moonchild. Welcome back. What up, Jonah? Welcome back. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video and share it. Share it. The more you share it, is the more you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, and you can invite them to be in space with us. All right. Peace, sir. Welcome back. All right, everybody throw some money bags in the chat. I want to see money bags. I want to see cash. Light it up. As you tune in, light up the chat, y'all. It is Thursday. It is Jupiter Day. Let's get it popping. All right. I want to see 100 bags in the chat. If I don't see 100 bags in the chat, I don't think I want this information. I'm going to end the live. So I'm waiting to see the chat. Light up the chat. I want to see money bags. I want to see cash. I want to see cards. I want to see light it up. I want to see every currency. Light up the chat. If I don't see 100, I'm going to end this live. So I'm waiting. Make it happen, y'all. Light it up. For real. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to come back. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to come back. I'm going to see if y'all really about this. Y'all want this information? I don't think y'all want it. Y'all don't want it. Oh, y'all thought I was joking? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not a joke. I'm not joking. Do y'all want this information? All right. Light it up. Yes. Put the diamonds in the chat. Put the cash. Put the money bags. Light it up. All the coins. Chang-a-lang, chang-a-lang, chang-a-lang. All right. Let me see. This looks like 100. I don't know. I don't know. That's not 100. That's not 100. All right. All right. But there we go. So from this, Neptune, you counted? Is it 100? It's on you. Tell me when to go. I bet. So from this point forward, I want you to write in your notebooks, okay? Money wealth is the highest spiritual principle. Money, wealth is the highest spiritual principle. Somebody write it in the chat. Money, wealth is the highest spiritual principle. Yeah. What up? What up? So-so's in the building. Write it in the chat. Write it in your books. Money, wealth is the highest spiritual principle. What up, Engo Me? All right. Now, what you all might experience when you run into someone who claims to be or portrays to be a very, very spiritual individual is that their goal is not money. Press 1 in the chat if you hear this. What up, Jonas, son? I hope you're paying attention, taking some notes. Wop wop. Press 1 in the chat. Money is not the goal. Money is not the goal, right? I want to say this right now. That principle is blasphemy. Everybody say blasphemy. That's a blast for me. All right? Because check this out. Check this out. And check me if I'm wrong. Okay? Every time I see I lost some people, right? I lost some viewers. That's fine. All the people who are getting into the bag, all the people who understand and want to really open up themselves past the limitations, they're going to tune in. I bet you this video is going to get the most likes and shares. It's going to get the most views. Because even the people who hate to hear that money is indeed the highest spiritual principle, they want to know, why are people saying that? Why are people so focused on money? Why are people? Because of that. Okay? Any system that you go into spiritually, talking about, you have spirituality and then you have systems that you go into. All right? You can call them religions. Some of them are indeed religions. They're included. Every spiritual system or decision to become activated in and intentional about your spirituality has these steps. I'm going to name them, and then I'm going to get back to my first statement. The first step when you step into some form of spirituality is you go through a phase of purification. Yes? Do we agree? Everyone put purification. Step 1. Okay? Light it up. Light it up, fire truck. Light it up. The next stage after the purification goes into reprogramming and planting the new seeds. Okay? So insert new program. Insert spiritual code, or insert spiritual mission. right? You have to know what values and what principles exist now. Once you purify, which means you're clearing the slate, number two, you insert the new program. All right. Third step, you get covered. What is covering? Here's a couple of forms of covering. Either your dress code changes and you're covered physically, or what happens when you come out of the purification, the baptism, you're covered in a sheet, okay? Or you're covered in isolation, or or you are covered with a new community, right? That has already gone through step 1 and 2. And so now you're surrounded, right? Covered. So the covering is the step in which we can call it like you're protected, right? Because now that you've been cleared, the new program has been inserted. We want to protect that. Okay? We take that seed, we want to protect it, right? And be covered. And so it goes through a period of incubation or hiding. I've given you multiple examples of the covering. But once you're rooted, right? Your program is really solid. Then what happens? Expansion, right? You have expansion. You are expected to either recruit others, teach others, or live actively by the principles that were seated inside of you so that others gain the benefit of your spirituality. The spirituality is not just for you, because you can do regular living all by yourself. But when you want to get to the stage of expansion for yourself, you will have to do it for others. That is a divine principle. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you want to get bigger, you have to serve bigger. Okay? You got to serve bigger. All right. Here we are. Anybody have an argument against what I've said so far? Anybody? Let me get some ashe in the chat if you agree with those 4 steps that I've given you so far. Let's get some ashe in the chat. If everything I've said so far, no lies detected, 100 grand. We straight. I love for you to be the antagonist. You know what I mean? All right, bet. So that's fine. I've given you the cycle of spiritual life. Let's go back to the beginning. When you begin this journey, it's going to cost you something. Right or wrong? It's going to cost you something. Mostly, it's going to cost you some money. Even in the spaces where it's free. And I'll tell you why. It's going to cost you money because whether they charge you to put you through the steps of purification, somebody is going to have to pay for it. And you're going to have to do what? Even when you show up and the thing is free, you got to have a new set of clothes to put on after the fact. You're going to need to be able to pay for your study materials. You're going to need to be able to buy your tools to practice what you've been taught. You're going to need money to pay for a vehicle or transportation to get around during your expansion phase. You're going to need money in order to feed yourself when you get ostracized by those who don't believe in what you're doing, because you do go through an isolation period. You're going to need money to keep a roof over your head. You're going to need money in order to create time and space to practice what you're learning. You're going to need money to create the freedom of traveling to and fro to your teachers. You're going to need money to take care of other responsibilities in order for you to get to the places where you need to be. So if that's the case, right? Because this is what people do, right? Oh, I'm going to go into this system because the system is going to provide me with money. The one thing you need to realize is that the people who are able to provide you with the guidance, even the ones who claim their goal is not money, they are only able to provide you with something that is so called free because they're receiving money from elsewhere. Unless you have found the homeless person on the street without a place to shower, without a place to use the toilet, and have decided that they are your guru and you want to learn whatever they have learned, I promise you, the person providing you with your spiritual knowledge and ascension has achieved financial wealth in their life somewhere, somehow. Because otherwise, why would you want to learn what they're learning when the highest spiritual principle is financial wealth? While you're on this mission, okay, let me let that sink in. We good here? For all the naysayers, are we good here? Because I know it's a whole bunch of people who are like, well, I just wanted to focus on the wealth of my health. Okay, my health wealth. Great. You want to eat better? You're going to need money to buy those better foods, better supplements. You're going to need money to pay for real doctors that don't take insurance, right? What about the wealth of my living environment? Okay, well, cleaning supplies cost money. If you want to live in a better neighborhood or in a better environment, it's probably going to cost you a bit more. Um, what about the wealth of my love relationships? It's going to require that you are creating relationships from a place of abundance and not need, or else you're going to trauma bond and have codependency in such a way that your relationship suffers. So you yourself should get on the mission to obtain financial wealth, move through the blocks that are there, because that in itself is your spiritual program. That sets you up for the other deeper and higher spiritual practices. So when you see any opportunity to tap into financial wealth, go for it. Go for it. And I'm going to say this is probably very, very politically incorrect. Because I did think about this. I'm not going to lie to you. There, of course, for every individual, including myself, I have boundaries. What I will and will not do. in exchange for money. You should be clear about that for yourself and then proceed to accumulate your financial wealth with the intention of what you want to do with it next. Okay? So here's the thing, here's where people get lost. First of all, they don't decide to be specific about what kind of wealth is going to set them up for what they want to achieve in the other spiritual programs and the other spiritual systems, right? So they go, okay, I'm gonna get to the bag. I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind. I'm on the grind to achieve what exactly? To achieve a little bit more than enough to like pay my basic needs? Or I have an idea that I'm going to need to tap into like 5 grand a month because that will take care of easily my overhead. And then that will allot me extra for when I'm ready to go through purification, isolation, protection and covering, right? And expanding. That makes sense? Being specific within yourself also says, okay, while I'm on this journey to match my frequency and attraction to this type of lifestyle, I know that now I'm creating is a big deal. We're gonna get to that. I'm creating, this is my budget to invest in money magic. Until I know how to do it myself, I'm going to invest in the money magic full heartedly, not in a scared way, full heartedly. I'm now in the spiritual program of financial wealth. I know that without sowing into myself, I will not get anything else. That is a financial law of currency. So here we are, full moon in Leo, big joy. I'm gonna talk about now the magnetism of big joy, big presence. But it's not just that. From this full moon moving into the weekend, then we have our girl Venus, right? Venus, who absolutely believes in earthly rewards. And why would the energy of Venus, who is the highest, most powerful of energetics astronomically when it comes to the occult system, right? You think about Ishtar, you think about Inanna, right? Once you've received her blessing, you can do anything. You're welcome everywhere. Who doesn't want Venus to come to their party? Who doesn't want to experience Venus? Press 1 in the chat if you feel me. So here's the cosmic shift, right? The old cold systems that have locked out, right? Supposedly they locked out, right? Ugh, you little people, get out of here. It's only enough room for a couple of us billionaires, right? Well, there's a cosmic shift. And what I know is that those who have, what I said before, the highest forms of financial wealth have big energy, big ideas, big solutions, generosity beyond your wildest imaginations, right? So let's talk about that. Venus in Capricorn. Hmm. That means that my public life gets a glow up. My career path gets a glow up. I'm doing good with authority. I got Venus working in that space, right? Hmm. My ambition, my motivations. I'm absolutely motivated to tap into physical wealth because the ideas that I have, what I can do, what could I do if I had more money? Everybody who has a huge heart and wants to do amazing things, it comes down to, damn, if I could just buy that building, or dang, if I could just, sometimes the problem is I want to have an event, but the people that I see that I would want them to be there, they can't really afford it. But if I could just pay for everybody's tickets and just tell them, come through. Here, eat, drink, be merry. Why is it that certain religious systems are so influential? Well, because they have financial wealth. They're able to say, come to church and we are going to give free uniforms to your children. Come to church and we are going to take care of somebody's rent. We got 3 people, we're going to take care of their rent for the month. Come to church, and come Christmas time, everybody's going to get gifts. They have the power to give back. They have the power to give back because they have financial wealth. They have some of the most biggest, most sturdiest buildings, and there's like a whole bunch of them, even in the poorest of neighborhoods. Who's paying for that? Who is paying for that? Now, do you blame them for receiving the wealth? The people who own the buildings are not against wealth. They're not against it. It's a spiritual principle, right? You give more, you get more. You give more, you get more. But then where do you start if you have the belief that you can't give as much? That's not the right mindset to be in. Okay? That's not the right mindset. The mindset should be, this is what I can give. And I know this sounds like it sounds like preachy or whatever. Like, all right, 10% tithing, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's some truth to that, right? So we're going to deal with the real science of it. If you don't have money to give, you have other resources that you can give, right? And when you begin the spiritual process, you start off with what resource you have to give, and then you are going to begin to receive. But bear in mind that you must identify with your highest self, I'm in the spiritual school of money, financial wealth, and block out everybody who doesn't want to hear it. Block them out. Block them. Block them, block them, block them. Matter of fact, if you see them on your timeline, block them. If they call your phone, block them. If they texting you, block them. When you enter into the school of financial wealth, it is the most difficult program because you have to get beyond what you believe you're capable of. And you have to be the most consistent. It's the platform and the foundation that you want to set in order for you to be able to be consistent with anything other than that. How many of y'all start a lesson and then you get out of finances and then you fall behind because, well, I couldn't order that item. Damn, I'm falling behind. What happens to your energy? Tell me, what happens to your energy? You're like, I'm doing good. I'm hitting the lessons. I feel great. And then what? It's like someone put a little pin in your balloon and it pops. Or they put a little tape and then they stuck it and then it starts to dissipate. All right. Be consistent with setting the structure in such a beautiful way that the beauty never goes away, the wealth doesn't go away. So when you see evidence of it, right? When you order a money ritual, which is definitely going to be available today, all right? Especially if you hit me up and let me know you was on this live, okay? As soon as you put in for your ritual, somebody just $5 here. Here's a credit to your account. Here's a clearing of one of your debts. That gift, sew it back in. Okay? All right. Bet. I acknowledge. Now I'm into the fabric of wealth. It's starting to speak to my intention. Sew it in. If it's $5, take 3 of those dollars. Give it away. Okay? Take the 2 and put it towards removing whatever your debt is. And that's a small amount of money, right? But you start where you are and you build it up. And notice, I say you put 2 back, right? 3 out. Give more, get more. All right? Give more, get more. But here's the deal. Why didn't I say just throw the whole 5 back out? Because you want to now build up abundance in various places. You want to get to such a place where you're not giving from an empty cup. You understand? So you give away more, but you keep a little something. So one of the occult secrets of being in the school of wealth, financial wealth, and I'm being specific to say financial wealth because we speak of prosperity, we speak of wealth, and I spoke on all these other aspects of what that is. But we got to get to the physical financial wealth in order to sustain those things, right? If you have your wallet on you right now, your purse, your wallet, your little pouch, if there's no cash money in it, you already effing up. You should at all times have at least one physical dollar in your wallet, in your purse, in whatever you carry your cards in, or like if you switch bags, it doesn't matter. Your cards moved, but there's always money. Everybody say in the chat, there's always money in my wallet. There is always money in my wallet. Everybody put that in the chat. I always have money in my wallet. Where's my wallet? Where is my wallet? I don't have my wallet up here. Let me see if my wallet's in here. Let's see. Because it's on the spot, right? Let me see if I was telling the truth. Yep. It's money in here. And you know what? This is money to spend. This is not even the money for what I keep. Money in the wallet. This money never leaves my wallet. Okay? Never. If you give somebody a purse, a bag, a wallet, give them the purse, the bag, or the wallet with money inside of it. Don't give anybody an empty wallet. You get what you give. You want somebody to give you empty wallets? No. This is magic. This is a real tool. Press 1 in the chat if you had to go and change that right quick. Let's be honest. Press 1 in the chat if you had to go and change that right quick. You're like, oh, wait a minute. My wallet just has plastic in it. I just be cash apping. I just be swiping my card. Press 1 in the chat if you had to go and put some cash in your wallet, or you like, note to self, I gotta put money in my wallet. Keep something in there for you and keep something in there for if you see an opportunity to give to someone else. Okay? So what happens? I'm having a conversation with the planets all day long for the rest of the weekend. And for all those things that you desire, I'm doing a sale on rituals, all under $50. So text me at 202-810-1876 to get in on it. You will have four options to choose from. And one of them better be money. Okay? One of those options better be money. And not only should it be money, I want you to give a specific amount. A specific amount. Because you need to be clear what the specific amount is for and the one single thing that you want it for. That's your only homework to do. Okay? And it's under $50. That's easy, right? So here, what are your options? What's the first option I said? Money. Y'all good with that? Are we all happy with money is the first option? If anything, I'm going to get the money right. Okay? Wherever I can get a ritual, I'm definitely going to sow into my money. Right. We have love. Okay? That will be available to you. Next, we have protection. And what's the last one? Healing. So they're not in order of what is more valuable than the other. All four of them will be at the same price, but money is a must. Okay? Y'all hear that? My Fedefun Ogun, who's the owner of the House of Wealth. I don't know if y'all can hear my background. The timing is perfect when you're speaking to the planets and you're locked in, because I'm already, portals open. I'm already locked in. I wasn't even going to teach on this today. I was like, nah, all right, let me share. Let me share this. Okay. Who's in the money school? Everybody put in the chat money school. If you in the money school, put money school. Who is in the money school? Because it don't make it make sense. Make it make sense that you want to be so dedicated, so freaking dedicated, but you're struggling to pay for your tools. Make it make sense that you want to be so dedicated, but you can't pick up and go when there is a special portal opening or an event for ascension or to go. Like, make it make sense. What happens when you get those messages that I need to travel to this location for this? And you be like, oh, damn it. A lot of people want to get up and get out. They want to hit that expansion. That expansion is a beautiful feeling because then you feel really, really solid and grounded. And it's Venus in Capricorn, right? Building a solid structure, a solid foundation to hold you up, in your public standing, to hold you up in your love, to hold you up in your ambitions and your motivation. So you can stand on that. So you can stand on it, right? So you can stand on what's your life path and your destiny. Because once you're solid in that, and when you're solid in who you are, then nobody can tell you otherwise. And you can maintain that frequency. Give back. So everybody who's in the money school, y'all better text me right now. Text me money school and tell me which rituals you want. And if you text me that you want a ritual and you just tell me love, protection, or healing, and you don't put money, I'm not gonna accept. I'm not gonna accept your order. Nah. Why would I accept your order? You missed the whole point. You just missed the whole application process to get into the highest spiritual school. Because this is the most personal one. And, it ain't about no other, hoping that a deity will hear your petition. This is as I will, it shall be done. And if that's the case, get it done. That's where money challenges people. Y'all see? Y'all like my sweatshirt? It's fire, isn't it? Y'all have any questions? I done gave away some free game already. So everybody should have some cash in their wallets. I see Moonchild said, I keep money on my altars. Yeah. I've seen a couple of people with money on their altars, right? And that's dope. The money on my altars comes from the work that those energies have brought to me. And so I give them a piece to let them be reminded that I recognize that they put that money in my pocket. Be intentional about what these symbols are on your altars. When you're doing ritual and you put something in your petition. For example, you like, I need a new house. And you get the new house. When you get your new keys, right? If you don't already have a key, that's a whole nother ritual that I do, right? If you don't already have a key as a part of the ritual to get the house, put a key on there. Thank you. Wink. Okay? Keep money in your wallet. It could be $1. If it's going to be $1, put $1 in a compartment that you don't touch. Because you never, ever give away your last dollar out your wallet. And then keep whatever else in there. Okay? What else did I say? If you're giving a gift of a wallet, a bag, a purse, something that's going to hold money, give it as a gift with money in it. Most people throw away cards anyway. Not saying not to include the card. All right. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all hit me up. Y'all, please don't wait until Sunday and go, oh, can I get in now? What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Yeah, make sure y'all get it in. Okay? Make sure y'all get it in. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. Y'all didn't have any questions? I see y'all in the Money School University. Ashe, Ashe, and every single person who watches this video, put money in your bag. Real money in your bag. Now, peace, love, and bliss. I'll catch up with y'all soon.